All right, setting up online course style video shoot with a teleprompter. Let's go over the whole setup here. You even have the talent hiding in the corner right now, getting prepped up, getting into some sort of insulin diabetic coma. Main camera, we have a Sony a7S III, the teleprompters from Prompter People, headphones, monitor, you know, all those things. Big tripod, big beefy tripod, because this is very heavy, and iPad up at the front. Let me show you what the view of the person talking is actually going to be. So you could stand here, you can see teleprompter. The magic of the teleprompter, they get to look right at the camera, but what they see is the words, the camera sees their beautiful eyes. Okay, the way I have the teleprompter set up so it'll actually track what the person says is I'm using Prompt Pro. Smart Prompt? Prompt Pro? What the hell is this called? Okay, what I'm actually using is Prompt Smart, and what that does is it has a voice track feature, but to make that actually work, what I'm doing is attaching a second lav mic. I'm using a Wireless Go 2 that's attached with one of these fancy cables here. And the other side of that lav is going to go on this person. And this microphone doesn't actually need to pick up well, it just needs to be close to him so the lav will track, so the teleprompter will track. We're actually running two lavs. There'll be one lav going into the camera, one lav going into the iPad directly. That will allow the teleprompter to track what he says. And in the clip here of setting up all the lights, what we're using is the nice big old Amaran 200 with a light dome 2. Thing is probably cranked up to 100%, we can see. Yep, 100%. That's gonna be the main light. We're just filling up the room. One of the big things with a space like this is because even though we have windows, gonna be shooting for a couple hours, the light's gonna change over the shoot. So wanna make sure that the lights are doing almost all the work and that everything else just kind of creeps in. Over here, I have a very temperamental Aperture 120B that sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. We have a lantern on there that's just giving a little fill light into the other side of his face. This Lightstorm 60 didn't really get working right because it was putting too much glare on his face, and there's already enough separation out from the window, so I didn't really use that. And then I have a whole bunch of MC4s clipped onto the back of this steel rack here, and that's giving that good separation light. Yeah, and then most importantly, I have a mark on the floor, so we actually know where to stand. Shooting everything in 24 frames a second. Shutter speed is 150. This is what things look like without the background lights on. Lav, it's a Sennheiser going right into the camera. Headphones to monitor. Monitor to also monitor. That's pretty much it for the setup. You know, it's only 7 lights and a camera. If I was setting up a second camera, I would put it right next to this guy at a little bit of an angle and a little bit more of a zoom, but we're not doing that right now. And that's pretty much it. The key with the teleprompter is just making sure we stay on top of it, make sure the speaker is able to kind of get through the scripts all right, and if we need to put cuts in, making sure we have enough pause before and after the cut so we can make our lives a little easier in the edit. One thing to talk about is the framing on the master shot here. I'm actually setting this up in such a way that I can get 3 shots out of it. I'm shooting 4K, and I'm making it a little wider than I would actually want to use it in the final, so that way I have a really wide master shot. Then I can punch into that, get a tighter close-up shot, and then third, I can get a 1/3 shot where I kind of knock them over to a side, and then I can put like an infographic up on one side. So it's just important to think about that, to not like frame it up for the final perfect image, but frame it up so you have those options during the edit. Ready, 3, 2.
The hierarchy of needs demonstrates how we view health and function.
It didn't decide to scroll, but that's always a good way to start.
Is that it?
Of course we're gonna keep it in. Yeah. Okay, we're picking up here. Let's give it another try. Say the hierarchy of needs demonstrated. Okay, it went that time. Okay, so that's a valuable lesson. It usually doesn't work the first time. Okay, assume the position. Okay. 3, 2.
The hierarchy of needs demonstrates how we view health and wellbeing. We use this as a framework when working with clients, and with this hierarchy, we are going to create a list of low-hanging fruit in areas of most need. We then prioritize these areas and scale them.
3, 2.
We use it as a framework when working with clients. With this hierarchy, we're going to create a list of low-hanging fruit in areas of most need. We then prioritize these areas and address them first. How do we create the hierarchy of needs and methodologies? Well, it's a combination of
We'll pick up right here. 3.
no,
I know we did it, but we got to have a smooth transition point.
why we stopped at we might have.
Okay, we're going to do this the whole time. 3, 2.
It's a combination.
We're done. Everything went great. Larry, how great did that go? That's all the color we got. Okay, said it went great.